Hey guys, my name is Josiah. I'm the founder of Gamma Labs, and I develop products and web apps using Webflow Wiz. But today we're doing something a little different. I'm actually developing something with a software called Softr. It's going to be a web app, and this is a pretty cool one, especially when it comes to getting something off the ground, trying to build a portal, do backends, internal portals. This is a pretty powerful tool, and I want to introduce you to this tool. And especially because there's a new feature that's out right now that is going to be pretty valuable for some more complex workflows. So I'm going to introduce you to Softr, talk to you a little bit about it, and then I'm going to showcase the future, and it's going to be multi-step logic forms. So the reason why multi-step logic forms are important is because there are a lot of complex workflows. Think of onboarding, or maybe you want to do some AI workflow and based off of your user's inputs. We'll be able to go ahead and create a better user experience for that scenario. Instead of just having one massive long form, we'll be able to break this down into bite-sized pieces. And where the logic comes in is be able to react off of a user's input, off of what they have put into the form. So I'm also in a little bit of a different setup here. I'm kind of at home, just doing a quick video for y'all instead of my normal office setup. So hopefully this all works out okay, and I don't lose the sunlight that I have. Okay, so with that introduction done, let's jump right into Softr and let's talk a little bit about it. So Softr kind of goes with the marketing of building custom apps for your business fast. Now the cool thing is that you can integrate with your data sets using Google Sheets, HubSpot, Airtable, Google Cloud Services. There's a lot of the native integrations in here. And they kind of tout building community hubs, internal tools, client portals, and this is honestly a lot of what I also get asked to build when it comes to doing a custom web app for Webflow and Wiz. So this is nice to be able to offer this as a different solution. And today we're going to look at actually building an internal tool and sort of a portal for not my business, but actually something I'm a part of. So I direct the media at the church I attend, and I have a creative team, and we have requests that come in for creative needs. So we're going to look at how we're going to use the multi-step form to do that, but also take a look around at the software as well. So real quickly, you'll come to this and you'll kind of land on a page here. You can start with a template. I kind of picked a template and then went off with a custom one a little bit. So let's kind of go around the dashboard a little bit here. You are able to look at the different breakpoints. This is cool. You can actually publish something, and this is going to be mobile, tablet, desktop friendly. And here you'll have pages. So like on some other tools, you can have the pages you have here. So I have my home page, dashboard, my new event requests, I forgot password list, and so on. A couple of things in here. We have themes, so we can start to set the theme for this, maybe what my text colors are, accents, background, soft, and so on. You can actually start to do some custom CSS in here as well, which we're not doing in this video, but something you can do if you have a more robust need for that. And we have users, so I have set up a user account for myself, and if we want to add users, we can do that manually, and so on. And then we have some other settings here generally where we can do our subdomains, we can do custom domains, connect our data sources where I have Airtable connected. So I have my Airtable integration right here. So we'll go back to the home page and we'll kind of show you how some of this stuff works. So essentially we have these blocks, and then these predefined blocks that they've given to us that are pretty nice. We can add blocks below, above. These are actually dynamic, meaning one will be for logged in users and one will be for non-logged in users. We have a heading block here that I've set, and then this is a list block right here. So if I want to add another block, then I can click on the plus button to add the block, and I can choose between static or dynamic. We have hero, headers, all kinds of good stuff, future grids, and so on. But we have dynamic. Now this is one that I have here. So this is going to be a list. This is where I can load in the content from Airtable, which is what I have assigned, and you'll see I have another say photo shoot, photos, and so on, creator training, and I'll walk you through that. But now the next piece of thing that we're going to have here that's pretty interesting is actually going to our new event requests. So I did create a block here, and this is going to be our logic form. So we can add a block, and we can do a form, and we can do our conditional form. This is currently in beta right now. So we can click on that, and then this is where we have a form where we can start to customize, centered, left, right, all that good stuff. I'll delete this one for now since I have one in here already. And so for this, we're going to be submitting events. So here, it's going to be, we have our sender data to Airtable. We have our content requests, and then table content. That's the table I have. So we'll just select our data source that we already have assigned earlier, and we'll choose that. Okay. And then we can have questions. All right, now this is how we start to create all of our blocks of content. So you'll see I have all of my final ones here. So we have getting started. All right, this is the first one, and I have 2 sections. So we have our heading here, and then our full name, our input, label, and we say our placeholder, and then you choose where we map it to. In section 2, we have their ministry, which is our drop down that we have here. And you'll see that the options have the ability to sync with what is inside Airtable as well. And then we have your ministry and select ministry. And we can add more fields. So here, now we go to the next one. You'll see this changed here in our viewer. And so we do have heading, event name, right, which is what I have here, event name, and that is what this field is, single line of text, and it maps to the name, and so on. Now next, I'll kind of go through each of these. We have section 2, 3, 4. There are definitely, you can go through sections. There's not, I wouldn't know, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do this. But you'll see later on that it might be a little easier to maybe not do so many sections and instead just have the inputs. So we'll have our heading 1. Now we need to get to our creative needs and select our label here. And this is again my multiple selection, and this was syncing from our data source, which is coming from Airtable. And our final, you see I did this one a little different. Now we have our heading as a reminder. And I think we have internal creative needs, so we have this as well. But this is where we get to our logic, okay? And you'll see it's showing our entire view of our form here. Now the cool thing is that we can start to set our paths. So from here, I just want them to go straight down to the event details. We want to know more about the event they're going to put on. And then next we'll go to based on what they chose. So our event type, so only visible when, let's see here. This is where we can set our paths. So if event type is internal, then we will go to internal creative needs, which is this one here. And then if not, it is going to go here as well. So all other cases go to creative needs. So this is our other logic form here. And then of course, when those are filled out, they go to final. And then that is where we submit. So that is how we set our logic, and based on what we chose here, it takes us down a separate path, and then I can showcase that. So we'll go to preview. And so I'm going to preview as, here, logged in. So that's how I can see this. So we'll type in, so for example, we're going to put my name. I'm already logged in, right? And then we'll do, mine is the creative team. We'll go next, event name. We're going to do design workshop. You'll see I have a date picker, and this is going to be set to, let's say the end of the month here. And I want to put some details. And so you can see this is going to be a rich text field. We can do bold, italics, undersigns, put a list, so on. And we'll do our event type. So we have internal. Okay, and we have 3 needs only. So then we'll do, okay, I want to do a supporting graphics and prints, a social media kit, and flyers. Boom. Then hit next. Final reminder here, then hit submit. And then we get a little notification that it is successfully submit, and we can go check our Airtable here, and you'll know that just a bit of details here, and you'll see that this came in just like that rich text field. And we have our date, the status and progress to do, and signing, and so on, right? So right now it comes in as in review. And so how I have these set is really just the creative needs are different based on which option that they choose. And so we don't want to have internal events have all the same options that an external event will, that will need more promotion and so on. So that is logic. And again, now we can start to do some powerful stuff outside of that where the information is submitted to. We can go to Airtable, to some other database, and do some pretty powerful stuff here. And so what I really like here is that we have the options to go to make or Zapier, which I have some ideas for that I'll probably be working on. So now I need to wrap up this design here so I can go ahead and get this portal launched so we can start using it for our events. So if you're in need of a multi-step form, give this tool a shot. Let me know how you like it. And I'm going to provide a free trial for 1 month. So everyone who signs up or uses this code, watches this video is going to have 1 month of pro free. So we already need a pro membership to be able to do this, to have these features available, which we get all this instead of tagging in other tools that you're going to spend a ton of money on, like Typeform's pretty expensive and so on. So I'll have everything linked down in the description below. So thank you for watching, guys. Build something crazy and have fun.